right, guys, here we go. Another day of delivering. So I'm headed I'm headed to an area where there are a lot of apartments. I have a 4-hour block today, but they only gave me a 3.5-hour load, so we'll see if it's accurate. And I may check back in later with you guys and on a live video and say, yeah, it was actually 3.5 hours. So far, what I've been discovering is that most of the 3.5 hours have been taking me 4, and some of the 4-hour blocks are taking me longer. So don't let support get away with that. Make sure you write your email, and call in and tell them, hey, you're going over your block, so you get paid. And then also make sure you're being efficient, not sitting, wasting time, eating a full-on hour-long lunch, or whatever that you're doing that's taking up time. Make sure you're actually working. Otherwise, they'll catch on, because if you're delivering 20 packages and it's taking you 4 hours, then you better be driving out in the middle of nowhere. But anyway, I just wanted to give some tips and tricks to delivering, because when you're delivering to apartments, like I'm going to be, it's hard to find apartments sometimes. And so there's a few things that you may or may not know about. To some people this may be obvious, but these are the things that I look for when I go into an apartment complex. One of the biggest troubles is getting access into a gated apartment complex. Now, one of the things that I didn't realize right away is that you can actually look at the notes that the person you're delivering to left for you before you get to the location. You have to click on your location, and there's a little circle at the bottom. One will have a key, which is for the passcode, and then the other one it'll look like a piece of paper, and if you click on the key, it'll give you the passcode so you know how to get into the apartment complex. I had to wait to get in before, because sometimes people don't include that passcode. But if you get that passcode, you can actually punch it in and add it so that the next person delivering there doesn't have to wait. So make sure you're using that passcode trick, and click on that key ahead of time. Another thing I was struggling with was I was out in the middle of nowhere delivering, and it took me to this address, which was in the middle of an empty field it wasn't an empty field, it was an orange orchard with an abandoned house. And it was obviously abandoned because it didn't even have a front door. All the windows were broken out. Somebody had spray painted welcome on it. And that's where I was supposed to deliver according to the directions that it gave me. But then I realized when I went to scan the package, it said that I wasn't in the delivery area. And so one of the things that I've learned to do since then is, if I don't think I'm at the right place, or like you're going to see at the apartment complexes, if you don't know where that apartment is, before you get to that location, or even drive away from that location and then click start travel again, it'll show you a little circle area that you're supposed to deliver in. That's the geofence. And you can't deliver unless you're within that geofence. And so that's one of the tricks that I learned, is that drive away a little bit, check the geofence while you're driving where it says delivery. And once you have that, then you have a huge advantage at finding that apartment faster. Now, obviously, there's the maps that you can, when you first pull in to the apartment complex area, some of them will have maps. And then also on the buildings, they'll sometimes have addresses and address ranges. So it'll say like apartment 120 through 224 or whatever, so if it's between those numbers, then it's in that apartment area or that building, because there'll be separate buildings that'll have the next set of apartment numbers. So obviously look for those, but that geofence has been really, really helpful most of the time. There has been a time one of the deliveries I had to do actually had me going to the wrong address. It was actually about 4 miles away, and so I had to call into support and have them fix it and everything. They didn't exactly fix it. What they did is they made the geofence huge so that I could deliver 5 miles away from the address if I wanted to. But then I was able to deliver it, and then they said they'll correct it later because it was new housing. So that's another trick right there. That's one of the big tricks that I use a lot, is if I can't find it, either using the geofence or because I already clicked arrived and scanned the package and I can't find it. If I can't find that area, one of the things that I'll do is I'll go into my either Google Maps or my iPhone map, because I use an iPhone. So I'll use that to find the address, because Apple is insanely good about updating addresses. So when you get a new, let me fix this real quick here. Yeah, so when you get a new housing complex, Apple is on top of that. They post those on their map right away. So when you're delivering to that map, check it on Apple, on your Apple maps, or check it on Google Maps, because they're more likely to have it than the Amazon app. Amazon gets you close, it doesn't get you there. In most cases it does, takes you right to the house, but in some cases it just gets you close and it's a pain. So I'm going to try and record a couple of the things that I'm going to show you on another video. I meant to bring my GoPros so that I could shoot what I'm actually seeing on my phone as well, but I'll have to do it next time because I forgot them. I left them on the couch. But yeah, so I'll show you a couple of the things that I'm talking about in a future video. But try it out. If you're delivering for Amazon, try out these little tips and tricks using the key for the gate code to get in. Also, if you have multiple deliveries to the same area and one person forgot, or the first delivery forgot the gate code, go to the next address and see if they have the gate code, because some people don't put that gate code in and some people do. So that may get you into that area. I had to deliver into some houses like that. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and don't forget to share this video. If you share it, it's helping not only me, which I'm grateful for. Thanks a lot. You guys are awesome. But if you share it, it also helps other people who may be considering to get a job delivering for Amazon. Because if you watch some of my other videos, I actually talk about the sign-up process and what it's like, and all of that. So definitely check those other videos out too. And like I said, like, subscribe, and share the video. It only helps, and it doesn't really hurt you any to do that. So again, I appreciate you guys watching, and hope you guys have a great day. And I'm off to deliver some packages.